Just another day for Frankie, until some cats from her neighborhood decide to rob her bank. Since Frankie knew the perps, the detective thinks she might be in on it. She gets fired. All the police have is one robber had AP shaven into the back of his head. Frankie has to get a job with her friends, Stoney, Cleo, and TT. They work for Luther's cleaning service. Inspired by the bank robbing, Cleo plants the seed of them robbing a bank. Stoney thinks it's a crazy idea, even though she's getting drilled to raise money for her brother's college tuition. Stoney shows her brother Stevie the money she made, only to find out he never got admitted to college. Stevie goes to visit Lorenz, the bank robber who got away. He admires Lorenz's AP cut and wants to get his own. On his way home, them folk mistake Stevie for the bank suspect and do what police do. Stoney hears the shots and runs to find her brother dead. Financially, the women don't see a light at the end of the tunnel, and the talk of robbing a bank is now serious. Even Stoney is down. While scoping out the bank, Stoney meets bank manager Keith. TT brings her baby to work and he gets poisoned. Child Protection takes her kid and tells her she can have him back when she can afford proper child care. They're gonna rob a bank. They arrive looking like a broke version of Martha and the Vandellas. TT chickens out, and before the other two follow, Frankie sets it off. Well, now it's on. They do the heist and get away. They celebrate the robbery when TT rejoins them. When she asks for her cut, Frankie looking at her funny, but gives in. The detective recognizes Stoney as one of the robbers. He's telling the girls and beginning to put the pieces of the puzzle together. The next robbery gets dicey. The police pop up outside the bank for an unrelated situation. They have to improvise. Cleo crashes a truck into and out of the bank, but the score is huge, $300,000. They hide the money in an AC vent of an office that they service. For Keith's business affair, Stoney showed up in this dress, then he put her in that, which led to this. When the ladies arrive to work, they receive news that Luther has suddenly left the cleaning business. Oh shit, the money. Yep, it's gone. They find Luther at a hotel. They kicked in the door while he was on the downstroke. He played dumb about the money. Then he turned the tables and TT had to shoot him in the back. After being robbed by Luther, the women are back to square one. Time to hit another bank. The detectives are at Keith's bank warning about the robbers. Keith recognizes Stoney from the surveillance photo. They hit Keith's bank. The detectives show up before the women can get away. Trapped, they give up. Just then, a John Wick wannabe comes around the corner and shoots TT. Shit jumps off. They escape, but TT dies during the getaway. There's a high-speed chase and the women are trapped in a tunnel. Cleo tells Frankie and Stoney to get out and run in the opposite direction. Cleo tries to drive through the police barricade and gets lit up. Soon after, Frankie is caught. The detective tries to bring her in alive, but she makes a run for it. She gets shot down. Stoney watches it all from a bus window. The detective sees her, but allows her to get away. Stoney manages to reach South America with the money.